Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and good night, depending on what part of the country you're located at. This is Jasir Jamal from Texas 1031 Exchanges, located down south of the country, of course. So, in all my videos by far, I have said, like, look, if you get a capital gain of this much, this is how much you're probably going to end up paying depending on your income. Well, today we're going to go ahead and clarify what exactly that income needs to be in order to determine which long-term capital gain tax is going to apply to you. So without further ado, let's get into it, folks. So over here I have the chart drawn out for you for the long-term capital gain tax rates. And I have told you already, and I mean you folks are familiar, it's about 0%, 15%, and 20%. So this is how much you're going to end up paying. So look, if you're a single man and you're making about $44,625 a year, it does not matter how much you make in capital gain taxes by selling a property, you're going to end up paying 0% in capital gains. Ain't that pretty cool? Yeah, I know. So if you're a head of household, that number goes up to $59,750. If you're married and you're filing jointly, you and your wife or you and your husband, you guys are making about $89,250 a year. And you guys make however much in capital gains, you'll pay 0%. If you're married and you're still filing separately, number goes back to $44,625. However much you make in capital gains, you'll pay 0%. Now let's come up here. If you're making from like 44 per thousand as a single person, if you're making about 44,626 through 492,300 each year, you're going to be paying about 15% in capital gain tax rates, no matter how much you make in capital gains. And this is usually the standard rate that applies to everybody because, admit it, not that many people go below here or go above this, you know? But then, of course, if you're head of household, it goes up to $59,751 through $523.50. If you're married, filing jointly, it's $89,251 through $553,850. Simple as that. And then if you're married and filing separately, $44,626, $276,900. But now let's come up to the bigger tax rate, 20%. When does that apply? If you're a single man, you're making over $492,300, assuming you're probably a doctor or a very successful attorney, you're probably making about $492,300 each year. No matter how much you make in capital gain, you're going to be hit with a 20% tax rate. It's pretty hefty, ain't it? Yep. And then if you're a head of household, that number goes up to $523,050. Anything over that, you'll pay 20%. If you're making $553,850 as a married couple filing jointly, tax rate is going to be 20%. It's pretty hefty. And then of course, if you're married and filing separately, the number goes down to $276,900. If you're making over that, no matter how much you make in capital gains, you'll pay 20% of it. So well, folks, these are the capital gain taxes right here. I hope that kind of clarifies everything out. I know it may have been a little complicated, but don't worry. If you guys are still confused about this, feel free to reach out to me. I'll be happy to answer any questions associated with this. And until then, that's it for me today. See you next time.